This is the last ship of the Thanksgiving package. 280,000, I believe, we're printing.
The sales department at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch has been working since August to fill the most coveted section of this Thursday's edition, the Black Friday circulars. And at the presses in Maryland Heights, these men and women have been working and putting the section together for a while now.
We've been working on this since November 15th, so it's been a long process, but it's one of our biggest days of the year.
It's the Thanksgiving edition, but these papers have to be on the stands by noon Wednesday.
They all been working a lot of hours. I mean, double shifts, long, heavy hours.
This isn't just about saving a few bucks or even making a few extra bucks right before the holiday shopping season. It's about a generational ritual.
Yes, my wife and my new daughter-in-law, they all go through them all the time.
Our family does it every year. As soon as dinner's over, the paper gets spread apart and everybody starts putting together the Christmas lists.
In Maryland Heights, Kim Hudson, News 11.
Y'all get that, Paul?
What they want is simple.
I feel like he hasn't rested yet until we get some type of justice.
Finding it is hard.
We don't have no clue of who it could be.
Kevin Harper Williams was murdered, shot to death in April.
We haven't had no break in the case.
A 19-year-old with a young girlfriend.
Well, he was my best friend.
And a big family.
He was my cousin through marriage, but we was just like brothers.
Who want his killer caught so bad, they're willing to pay big.
We came together, family and Crime Stoppers, got a $10,000 reward up. Hopefully that'll inspire somebody to say something. It's a shame, but money talks.
We're wondering why they did it, because everybody seemed to love Kevin.
Kevin's picture is now all over Overland.
Because we want to catch who did this to my brother.
They hope to crack the case with $10,000, hundreds of flyers.
Find them to the yard sale.
And countless steps.
I would do anything if I could catch whoever did it.
Valentine's Day, the busiest day of the year for any florist in the country.
We'll go through about 250,000 stems of roses.
About 175 drivers, a little over 2,500 deliveries a day.
It started before 5 a.m. at the Deerberg's floral headquarters in Olivet.
This is our Super Bowl of our industry, and we've been planning this for 6 to 8 weeks. We stagger our start times on our drivers, keep the flow of the work going smoothly.
Managers hire extra staff for Valentine's Day, just like other retailers staff for Christmas.
So we have a staff that probably triples in force, and the staff that we have is very well seasoned. They come back to us every year, and that really helps.
And it helps keep families happy too.
This one here is for my wife, obviously, and my oldest daughter as well.
And for those who didn't get their orders in until just a little too late, there's still hope.
It's one of those things that you don't hear about until somebody messes up.
If you come into our stores, we have cash and carry.
In Olivet, Kim Hudson, News 11.
At dawn on Easter morning, it's the sort of thing you'd expect to see.
More than that, who was raised to life.
It's expected until you look to the back of the sanctuary.
I want you to know that Jesus came, that Jesus gave his life that first Easter.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Every Easter at Crestwood First Baptist is also race day, a cross-training for Christ that's a no-brainer when the pastor runs marathons on the side.
Running's always been a passion of mine, and Easter is the core of my faith belief, and so I thought combining those two things, because I think running is spiritual.
So for 13 straight years, they've been off and running. Fewer than half on the course are actually church members.
This is pretty early, so it's kind of hard to get up this morning.
Those in the flock see this as a way to get their message out.
I'm like, hey, let's go. It's for Jesus. Jesus is alive, and we have to outreach to everybody, including runners.
That's what they did on Easter morning. They ran, John and Peter ran to the tomb.
Nice run, nice run!
As you might expect, this idea initially met with some skepticism.
People in my church looked at me cross-eyed. People in the running community looked at me and said, "Are you crazy?"
But as time has gone on,
we're walking for 2 this year. Wanted to keep the tradition going.
It's become a part of more and more lives.
It's very inspirational. It gets our day started off and just keeps, kept the reason for Easter alive in us.
Let's finish up.
Good race.
Happy Easter.
In Crestwood, George Sells.
Mondays are always special for skiers with the Gateway Disabled Ski Program like Willie Deuce.
Go ahead and find it here, Willie.
But this Monday at Hidden Valley, well, it's even more special.
He came to me and he said, I'm going to stand tonight. I'm going to ski tonight. I said, you go for it, wild man.
For 15 years now, Willie the Wild Man has skied like he's lived most of his life, sitting down.
Good. Okay.
The past few Mondays, he's skied the way even he thought was impossible.
Snow skiing, standing up on my feet was the furthest thing from my mind.
But Dr. Laney Nelson saw something crucial in Willie.
I said, why don't we just stand you up?
He saw potential.
Everybody has that element of potential, and our job, and my job as an educator, and my job, Logan, is facilitate potential.
So with the help of 2 interns at Contraption and that potential,
okay, let her glide, buddy.
Willie skis standing up.
Hey, that's better than I've seen you do. Look at that! Oh! Look at that! What do you say?
Well, Willie has a word.
Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom. Words cannot describe how free you are.
That's all right. Words truly can't speak as loudly as this.
Attaboy, all by yourself, Willie. And he turned the whole thing by himself, and for him, that's a degree of freedom that he's never had before.
But even that little degree of freedom means the world to this wild man.
Thank you for making a dream come true. Winter Olympics number 3089. Look out, here comes Willie.